at the manifesto of APC and Asiwaju, you will discover that every promise that he put in there, unless he can show that there is a plan to create production, generate Nigerians to everything is about borrowing. And they may end up borrowing your intestine, your kidney, and every part of your being for the things that they want to do.
That statement will need to be fact-checked, like Sister Rita did. Like NCIS was enlisting everything. We don't need the social media, we don't need the news media anymore. Today, we saw videos of people running out in their house in one local community in Benue, while for killer herdsmen were ravaging the area. Young mothers with their babies in their hands running on a tar road. You don't see that. You don't see people explaining that at all. You don't see media flying with that, So it's a system. This man is no other person, somebody like Tinubu. Is a man on that threat. He has nothing to offer. He's not going to offer anything. And this man must exit come 2027. Let nobody even say anything like, or keep thinking of, this is the same. No. This man, even if he score 500,000 votes, he's ready to take it to 50 million votes. So such a man, you don't meet him and say, we're going to beat him hands down. No, you must tell this man, it is either you get out or there is no nation. And he's ready. So you must be ready too. Because you can't imagine this kind of failure. People who sat down together and will say, we endorse you as the sole candidate of our party. Therefore, maybe you'll be the sole candidate of the nation. For what? So we don't have National Assembly as we speak. We thought Ahmed Lawan was the worst off. We never knew there's going to be another crazy one like Akpabio. And somebody is arranging the cadre in religious level. You say, president is Muslim. What kind of Muslim is Tinubu? Vice president is Muslim, Shetima. What kind of vice president is that? Then you now say, the third person, Senate president. You are telling me now as a Christian that Akpabio is a Christian. That's what you would tell me now. Because he goes to church. No. These are devils. As the Bible qualified them, wolves in sheep clothing. These are animals on human skin. If they are even animals, some animals have pity. We saw some videos where you see animals taking care of their prey. They don't even beat their prey. These are worse off because they don't have. There's a place they go where they see their conscience. I can't tell where that place is. That somebody will say, what is going on in Nigeria? So the truth is, Tinubu government is a colossal failure from water to brick. I will yield. Thank you.
It's really a colossal failure, to be honest. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, let me take the opportunity to remind everybody of the hashtag. It's on the Jumbotron. Hashtag Tinubu is a failure. This is an hashtag that was trended before. It trended. It's going to trend again. So please, let's make multiple tweets with that hashtag. It's important for us not to, because I saw that 40 whatever, the achievement, whatever. I just laugh.
See, make I bust you. This week, in this coalition thing, we have to be very careful. And I like the fact that obedience are making their stand that Peter Obi must be the president. Must be the president. Just to show you, I was in a prophetic state. I was watching a video. Shetima went to Sheyi Vodi's store. Sheyi Vodi, hardworking guy, and he was buying clothes, walking around, and they show him jersey. This is a jersey. This is a shoe. This is a slippers. Like say it's a 5-year-old. This is leather. This is synthetic. The next post I saw, Shetima was receiving chief priests. I have no problem with the businessman and how he chooses to do his business. Somebody, APC must have supporters. Chief priest is squatting, Shetima is discussing with chief priest. And it just occurred to me that Peter Obi non-negotiable for president. Not see, non-negotiable. Nobody is carrying our star boy to put in that. Do you know? I just looked and said, so now Peter Obi, all these clouds. Peter Obi has not given anybody 1 naira. We've believed this man on the strength of his character, his competence, and his capacity. But because we want to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we will use 4 years and use Peter Obi to be distributing 5,000 naira to market women, going for burial, visiting Sheyi Vodi, being visited by musicians and club owners, while Atiku will be president, because we are hoping that Atiku will then give Obi power, because that's how badly we want to remove Tinubu. No wahala. But please, if you stand by the fact that Tinubu must go, and by all means, prophetically always look out for what God is showing you by Shetima's business portfolio. The vice president of Nigeria is a non-entity, and I would not wish that position on my enemy if my enemy truly has political ambitions. I yield.
Thank you very much, NCs. Obviously, I think that I also agree that's not negotiable. Who will be president shouldn't be negotiable.
In the last 1 week, 2 pictures. There's been a picture of Peter Obi and Oshibanjo, and there's been a picture of Peter Obi and Nasir El-Rufai. The picture with Nasir El-Rufai has more political clout upon all the evil Nasir El-Rufai has done than the picture of Oshibanjo after 8 years as vice president. I want to also remind you that a architect Namadi Sambo was also vice president of this country for 8 years. He's a political non-entity today. Just to show you that be wary of what you are willing to compromise because you want to offset a problem. I yield.
Thank you very much, NCs. All right, quickly, I'll just go over to Barrister Juliet. After Barrister Juliet, I said Emmanuel, yeah. I'll come to Emmanuel, then go over to another lady in then Ogene Fiji.
All right, thank you so much, well-meaning Nigeria. Thank you, MS Adam, Tizo, Mommy Bolanli, and everyone that's actually on the violence-based team. I would like to state this, that you people have always laid foundations for thought-provoking issues in Nigeria, and it's something that can never be unnoticed. So well done, and keep doing what you people are doing so great. And the conversation we are talking about today on this 2 years of Tinubu scorecard is just all about the effect of the heightened pressure group. So we are talking about opposition coalition today. It's all about pressure groups. So violence space is doing amazingly, setting the tone for conversations. And I think all Nigerians need to really start acting as a pressure entity. So everybody must be a pressure group. For you to be able to voice out opinions in a very loud way, we all need to be pressure groups. So enough of that. I just want to shoot straight into the point. For one of the issues right now in the media space and relations to economic development is the issue of the lithium mining sector. I know a lot of persons will be saying, why is Barrister Juliet now talking about natural resources? Yes, I will talk about natural resources. You know why? Yes, even if you think I'm a lawyer, most of the regulatory frameworks for the mining sector it's also in the purview of lawyers. These people have lawyers. They are drafting their contracts, the transactions. They also involve lawyers. So we cannot actually take out ourselves and say it does not concern us. I'm not a geologist. And also, as in Nigeria, I also need to be very interested in the mining sector and natural resources, because I keep saying it, that most of our GDP are gotten from natural resources. You can't take that out. More, even your agro, it even does not even give our Nigerian GDP what the natural resources will actually give to Nigeria. So we all must be interested. So, like I said, what's actually in the news today is also the lithium sector. Nigeria has partnered with China to actually build lithium plants in Nasarawa, Kaduna, and around Abuja. And this projects are financed majorly. 80% of those projects are financed by the Chinese government. Most of even the illegal miners that the government has caught in the past, I will just relate my conversation to Tinubu-led administration. So in the past 2 years, those who the government has actually paraded to be illegal miners are the Chinese. So now we are even scared. The expectation speculations in place that even these Chinese governments who are coming to invest heavily in our industry is something that should give every Nigerian concern. So if they are bringing $600 million into Nasarawa State to begin a mining plant, it's not a bad idea. If actually they begin, we see dividends. Now, what are dividends? The issue of management of even the environment for the Nasarawa people. I think Nigeria has this mindset of it's because it's Nasarawa State, it's because it's Kaduna State, it no concern me. It concerns us because at the end of the day, all these monies are to come into the federal account. And so Nigerians must even pay attention, just the way oil has been servicing Nigerians for years. It's not servicing just the rivers and other oil departments. Every part of Nigeria will benefit from natural resources found in that state. So it concerns you. And that's why we're saying that a lot of people need to start acting as pressure groups. And another thing now, coming from the legal perspective, every mining lease in Nigeria is given for 25 years and renewable every 24 years. So if you think that the transaction the government are entering into today, it's just going to be just a media issue. 25 years from now is 2050. If they do not do anything with respect to this sector, giving the Nigerian people dividends, we will actually be at the receiving end. We will be at the receiving end, whereby these people will be taking these mineral resources in raw materials. So now they are giving them access and avenue to come into your state to take off your resources. And at the end of the day, in this sector, in Nasarawa, for instance, they can actually process 18,000 tons of lithium. And now in the current market, we're having 10,000 per ton of $10,000 per ton. Just imagine a day, $800 million is being produced daily in Nigeria, just Nasarawa State alone. And you Nigerian people are saying that it doesn't concern them. I think this is a serious revelation. And they said they are going to inaugurate it very soon. As at this one, this news came out 2 days ago. That was 3 days ago, 26th of May 2025. Dele Alake has partnered with about 3 Chinese companies within in Kaduna State. You remember there was a news that they rejected Tesla from actually coming into Nigeria to harness the lithium industry. And now Chinese are the ones in charge of Nigeria lithium sector and have told us the current monetary value of price. Please, Nigerians, let's get involved in conversations like this. Like I said, violence space is always a place that sets the tone. Violence space has actually been one that has talked about natural resources, but we need to keep the conversation going. And this lithium is Tinubu-led administration. 25 years from now, like I said, is 2050. And questions you need to ask: how many of Nigerians? Because we have the Local Content Act that states in the oil and gas, there need to be specified numbers of Nigerians that should be employed in industries. Nigerians, you keep on leaving Nigeria, the shores of Nigeria, to other nations. If, for instance, 10,000 Nigerian youths in Nasarawa State alone, because lithium is in about 11 states in Nigeria. I'm just going to stick to just Nasarawa State because of want of time. So imagine they employ 10,000 in the lithium mining plants alone, aside other sectors of mining resources. Just 10,000 youths to maybe get technological know-how, because it's very important. If you give Chinese 25 years of your industry without having a transfer of technology, what then does it leave the people? It still leaves us shaft in a very difficult position. That means there's no even knowledge. These people come, enhance, take it in raw material, leave Nigeria, and our Nigerian people will not even have the practical knowledge to be able to expand our industries when these people go. Even at 15 years, Nigeria government can decide using their autonomous power to cut down these contracts, and then they can then sue us to high heavens. But the truth of the matter is there must be pressure groups on what is in it for Nigerians, and not just for just our GDP, but our youths must be employed across all board. I just want to say, follow up with this conversation about summarizing. Sorry, well-meaning. Please just follow my own conversation on TikTok so we can just if not taking this conversation out of violence space, but please, just for natural mineral resources, let's get conversing on this issue so we can serve as other pressure groups to really pull down this Tinubu-led administration for mismanagement of Nigerian resources. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Barista Julia. Just to comment, Barista Julia, do you do like live on TikTok or you just make the videos and post it just to be sure?
Yes, I do live, but the thing is getting the awareness right now. You know, it looks like a very big issue for Nigerians to get their attention.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about it, you have to start simplifying. So most times I do videos, but right now I've been getting on live spaces, but getting attraction
Mm,
from Nigeria has been a problem. I would like
yeah.
to collaborate and seek for more followers so we can get more interactive on live.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, if you do live and you do have like a specific time, which is also very good, you might be good to tell people what the time so people can look forward to it, especially people on TikTok. But I mean, everybody does that. You know, there are different facets to Nigeria's conversation, and Barrister Julia just took it to you know another facet. I feel like some people believe that's probably there are days where okay, let me put it like this. There are days where you think the violent space that was hosted on natural resources is probably the goat of all violent spaces. But other days there are other spaces that also comes comes like that. You know, we've hosted some really
Well, meaning that space for me, I think that space and Alpha Beta are one of the good spaces. But that space is the space that made Dela Alake change his portfolio
yeah, yeah,
from Minister of Information to Minister of Solid Minerals. The man here waiting Nigeria get to say that lie. Nah, I have to get a piece. It's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, like Barrister Julia says, the
And
conversation
was
has
spotted
really
wearing a Richard Mille wristwatch 2 weeks
Few
later.
few few months after, he's balling.
anyway. Thank you very much, Barrister Julia. All right, quickly, I'm going to go straight to Emmanuel. Then after Emmanuel, like I said, I'll go to Inem, then Ogen FAG. If you're on the speaker session and you plan to speak, just ensure your hand is up. While Emmanuel is speaking, I'll probably have to draw people that their hands are currently not up so we can get some other speakers. All right, thank you very much.
Please, before we bring in the next speakers, guys, please, I need 100 people on the platform right now to just go on the comment section and tweet anything you want to say with hashtag Tinubu is a failure. We're even underestimating it, honestly speaking. It's meant to be Tinubu is an abject failure, a disaster. But just for the sake of pity, let's tweet Tinubu is a failure. So please, 100 tweets right now. Everybody, please, let's run into it and let's get that stuff trending. I've not gotten any feedback that it's trending yet. Is it trending yet? Well, being from your side?
No, it's not. I actually just looked at it not too long ago, except it's not trending, and I don't. Let's say some people don't agree, say Tinubu is a failure. Maybe some people they make money for inside. Anyway, please let's make tweets with that hashtag. It's not what some people don't understand. So it's not as if Tinubu is a failure is what we remove Tinubu tonight. But it's just making sure that the internet footprint shows that people have said this. If not, they don't release 40 points to go be like say, this man don't perform. That's what the internet footprint will also carry over a long time. So it's important to have that out there. Please go ahead, Emmanuel. Then I'll come to Inem.
All right, hi everyone. Good evening. Good evening, well meaning. Good evening, Saddam. Good evening, N6. Um, let me start with the opposition coalition. I think for me, the only thing I would say is even though I I still have second thoughts about it, whatever coalition will not produce Obi and Dati, I'm not thinking of any other person being vice president. Any coalition that would not produce Obi and Dati as a candidate is no coalition for me. Any other person they are bringing in, I have no interest in. As long as it's not Obi and Dati, well, 2027, you guys can have a field day. Um, Now to the state of the nation and Tinubu's 2 year scorecard. I would not want to traumatize people, right? I'll have said, close your eyes and imagine what your life was like in 2015 and what it is now. But if I do that, that would be too harsh. Let me just take it back a little. Let me still use APC to criticize APC again. So close your eyes and imagine what your life was like, right? Even with the hardships, imagine what your life was like under Buhari, who, in his own way and in his own right, was an abysmal failure, and what your life is like right now. To put it into numbers, as at 2023, in fact, even before um, Bulaba came into power, petrol was what, 197 naira? And today, how much are you buying petrol for? If you're a business person and you buy lots of foreign exchange, before Bulaba came in, dollar was 460. Today I bought, we had to buy dollar for some work in the office, and I bought it at how much? 1,620. Now you look at all these indices. The to say Tinubu failed is to, it's almost like saying, okay, when I fail in school and my popsy beats me up, these are the kind of failures that if I bring this kind of result sheet home, my dad doesn't use koboko. There's a period in life where your father throws away the cane, and then he now goes hand to hand, fist to fist with you. That's what my dad would have been doing to me if I brought the kind of report card that this administration has. I would have been pounded, like I would be pounded to pulp. And that's what was sugarcoating me. You hear people come up, they'll tell you, oh, they're trying to just add, he's almost there. Just give him 2 more years. He will add something. Add something from where? To where? To do what? Oh, we'll fix the security. Oh, I remember, Tinubu will focus on the economy. I'll focus on security. Um, uh, uh, Middle belt, please, how far with security? How are we doing over there? The northeast and northwest, how are we doing over with security? Very recently, Abuja experienced bomb blasts. But yeah, our security is in charge. We are tip top. We spent 1.5 billion fixing a refinery, shouting, "Oh, our refinery is back. We're producing." Refinery that never saw one drop of oil has already closed down. The way and manner in which we lie to ourselves in this country is alarming, and it's crazy. It's far too crazy, and it got to a point where I just had to zone out of talking to certain people because it felt like I was going mad. It felt like I was going mad and I was going crazy. Some days I had to, like, am I actually meant to be am I actually not meant to find myself in a mental institution right now? Because I felt like I was running mental, because everything I was hearing was stupidity upon stupidity upon stupidity. And then there's still lots of you here who will still come and shout, "Oh, Tinubu is trying. He's trying to get it right." We have to suffer a little steps, baby steps of pain. The baby steps of pain is what you are in now. The baby steps of pain is what has taken you to over 100 trillion in debt. Nigeria is the only country I've heard of that has borrowed in every currency. You borrowed in dollars, you borrowed in pounds, you borrowed in euros, you borrowed in Japanese yen. Soon you borrow in rupees. You go and borrow from Uganda in shillings. You go and borrow from Ghana in cedis too. Well, um, I it will take you being the biggest fool on earth to believe that this administration has gone done right. If you somehow believe that, then I don't know if a mental institution is enough to house you, because I mean, it makes no sense. It really just doesn't make any sense. What I'll say in closing is this: 2027 is coming, and you have a decision. I don't know if I would want to see a 2027 where I'll be begging or trying to convince someone to vote for Peter Obi. If these things, if what you're seeing now, if when you compare your life from And this is me still using APC to criticize APC. I'm
Sorry,
not even going to this.
Mr. Emmanuel. I just wanted to fact check you. You said Nigeria has borrowed from every country and in every currency, and we will soon borrow from India. I just wanted to tell you that we have already borrowed from India, and as at March of 2024, Nigeria owes the nation of India 22.35 million United States dollars borrowed through the Exim Bank of India. So I just wanted to tell you we have even borrowed in from India in rupees, in dollars. So please continue. You know, get who we never borrow from. Please continue, sir.
Ah, God Almighty. No worry, that Burkina Faso remain. Go soon meet them too. Because yeah, at this point, I don't know what else to say again. Oh God.
Thank you. Thank you
Well,
very
so see, I'll close with this. Like I said, 2027 is coming, and I don't want to see. I don't think I want to see. In fact, if I should ever come on violence space and I'm hearing people trying to convince anyone to vote Peter Obi, I'll probably just go off this space and I won't come back again, because if your life, when you compare it, using APC to compare APC again, you cannot give yourself the brain and the mindset to know what is right to do, then there's nothing anyone can tell me again. Thank you guys. I hit the mic.
All right, thank you very much, Emmanuel. Emmanuel just gave me what kind, just made me have a very funny imagination now. Like, just imagine 2027, we'll be doing those things we were doing before. When we now come to space, somebody will now say, Peter Obi has not convinced me. Now say, oh,
Conga go convince you by that.
go. Honestly, the only
You
conversation
know,
I have
so let me even give you a funny analogy.
yeah.
Nigeria has 200 million people. Nigeria don't borrow, so the Nigeria don't go borrow 20 something million dollars APC from country where get 1 billion people. That is, Nigeria be like family where born 2 children. They go borrow money from family where the man die. Nigeria get 1 man, 1 wife, 2 children. Then go borrow money from man where they struggle with them. We get 1 wife, 1 husband, 1 wife, 6 children. That is Nigeria though. If we they live for one face me, I face you, or block of flats, that is this whole world now block of flats for trenches. Nigeria is the neighbor that there's just think how Nigeria is the neighbor that gets up in the morning, borrows sugar from this apartment, borrows granite from the other apartment. Nigeria will be the country that is owing the woman that sells okpa. Nigeria is owing the vendor that supplies newspaper. Nigeria is owing the aboki that shines shoe.
Meanwhile,
Nigeria is owing. Hey, what a
meanwhile,
country!
the husband when they go borrow this money, they wear Gucci, oh. They wear
Now,
Louis
what they
Vuitton.
tell you now? Meanwhile, the country that is doing this, the person that is going around borrowing, now them they wear Gucci, now them they go church pass, now them they do two-factor authentication, and now Nigeria go they talk pass for the compound. Say, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know that in 1960 something I used to drive Shagari Benz? Don't talk to me anyhow in this compound. It's not because I'm borrowing money from you, right? It just looks Nigeria looks like a character from Nas Boy comedy series.
Then some of the children when they suffer koshoko, but they shout, "My father is
Yeah,
doing well.
don't insult my
But
father.
don't insult my father. My father is
It's
doing
not
well."
because we are borrowing money from you. We will bounce back. We will bounce back. We used to be rich before. It's just small things. God is on our side. We are praying in this family. We are not going out to look for work. We are
Children
just
of the
we are
roasted corn.
praying. We are praying. God will meet us. All of you in this compound will shame you people. People for the compound. The person maybe they drive Camry before don't buy Tokumbo Benz. The person maybe they drive Benz don't buy Rolls Royce. Some people don't park, come on the compound, go Lekki, go VI. Nigeria still dey inside the compound. They talk say, who is an indigene? We are one of the first people to pack into this compound. You, when did you move into this compound? If you don't like this compound, go back to the compound you came from. Nigeria na the man where they drive keke napep, where they gel in hair. They wear fake Gucci that he bought in 1970 something. That is Nigeria inside the compound. Trenches country.
In the gutter.
In the gutter.
and,
Owing
inside there,
everybody
the
all over the
koshoko children
street.
go dey tell other people, the other children, we don't try hustle to help themselves. Say, if you don't like it, leave. If you don't like it, leave.
The other children be telling them, we're all paying rent in this same compound, so we can talk about the facilities that are not good. Get out. If you don't want to go pack out, other people have packed out of this compound. You, why haven't you packed out? You, why
God,
you
that's
that you're in the compound, why
Nigeria.
haven't you made it?
Children
It's
of the
so
roasted
sad.
corn. I say you have to be cursed. You have to be inherently damaged upstairs for you to be supporting ABC. If you're not benefiting directly from Tinubu or from all these largesse that is shared among these criminals up there, you must be just trace your ancestry. You're from the ancestry of people that sold themselves as slaves. There is no any other excuse. With all what
And
we
I
are facing
also
through as a
want to
country
tell you
now,
people something.
nah,
Have you noticed that even Tinubu
crazy.
has stopped wearing that his Tinubu cap?
I'm not
Even
like slaves, they
Tinubu
wear
has
them now.
stopped wearing that Tinubu cap. The pride, there's nothing to be proud of. Have you noticed that the new slogan in APC is now, may Nigeria succeed? That's it. Can't be like say then they beg heaven.
I remember when they entered this, by this time 2 years ago, they say Nigeria will
favor me.
Nigeria will favor me.
Yes, now. Thank you. Now it's may Nigeria succeed. That is God, I beg. We know say we don't enter one chance, but hopefully, I don't know how you will do it. That's where we are with governance.
Crazy. Let's go to our speakers. Please welcome Nigeria. Back to you.
Yeah, quickly. Ents painted that picture vividly. Inem, please go ahead. After which I'll come to Organ FAG. After which I'll go to female. It's good today. We have ladies coming up. I really like it.
So I remember when we used to encourage women to speak
To
on
come
violent
to
things.
I swear.
It took almost 1 year.
They
Oh
fear.
my God. Ladies, please talk, please.
Yeah. So, female, please hold on.
Yeah,
Okay, female, not you. I said
thank you.
Inem. Then
I think
Organ
Finel came
FAG.
before Inem now.
Eh?
Let's Finel go first. Finel was here before Inem, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. Inem na family now.
Okay, let me.
But do it, brother.
Yeah,
Do
I think Inem
work,
already was prepared to fire down. So, Inem, go ahead, and I'll come to Organ FAG. Then female.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Honestly, the the last submission, the last part, honestly cracked me up. I was just sitting down here just thinking. But see what you knows. Good evening, everyone from my end. Emia Saddam, everyone, Mama B, well-meaning and sick, and everyone here. You know, it be like say, for some person to know say, una no vote me. Una no know wetin dey vex this guy. Whether if he do something, whether he no fit do something, no be the problem be that one. The guy dey vex say, shebi una no vote me, I go deal with una. So a cloth don dey get small hole on top. The cloth go tear. Nigerian cloth go tear before 2027 if that time go dey. Which election? The guy no send anybody. If you like, score am. If you no like, leave am. E no concern the man. Our work here na to bundle this man, throw am back to wherever he came from, because he has dealt with Nigerians. He has dealt with us. He is the only one that knows the actual vote he got. He knows the actual vote. He knows the actual people that voted for him. Men who will not be angry. Alex Oti that is working, did they beat him? Did they beat Alex Oti? Did they beat him? Did they carry gun on his head and say you must change Abia State? Come and see Abia State now. Everything has changed. Whoever that wants to work from day one, it will hit the ground running. Person when no one work, he no send you, he no send me. He knows the actual vote he got. So he's saying, Nigerians, I go deal with una. No gree vote me. No, disgrace me like this. I can't this. He was scavenging for votes. He was looking for ways and everything he knows, he's aware. So, man, everything is dishing out. He doesn't care. He no send anybody, Papa. He no send me. He no send you. He no send anybody. Anything where we talk, he no concern. The only work where we get now to bundle him like this, throw him far away from the seat of power. That is the only work we have. However we will do that, I don't know. Through coalition, through whatever, through however that will happen, I don't know. Because the man we are joking with is not joking with us. So the man we are laughing with is not laughing with any of us. He is here to kill, destroy, pata. But it will not work for him. The thing is real time. Children that used to pay 15 naira to school, do you know how much they pay now? The distance is even the same. It's even the same like what it was before. Look at our lives. How can 2015 be better than now? How? Are we living as in, should we take back the hands of time? Should we take it back, wind it back to 2015, 2010? Somebody was saying between when Yaradua was here and when Goodluck came in, or when Goodluck was about leaving, 2014, between those 10 years, something like that. Somebody was saying a cow was 250. They did not add 1 naira. But just look at us. Just everything just be like film. Everything be like film. So the guy know they joke with us. He knows send us. In fact, he knows the actual vote that he had. So he's not happy with Nigerians. So everything we are seeing, the guy they say, I go shoot na pepe. So the pepe, may we carry all our anger anyhow way we want to, whatever means we can, whatever power, whatever we can do. Coalitional, unleational, whatever, a revolutional, a election, whatever we can to bundle this guy out. Let it be done. And PO is our presidential candidate, and that is all that matters. We are not negotiating that with anybody. Whatever that comes behind it is fine. But so far, this man goes back to wherever he came from. Man, this guy don't see everybody clothes. Some people brokers don't they show for outside. I beg good night, I yield.
Thank you very much, Inem. Thank you very much. That was a very, very straightforward submission. To be honest, for me, in 2027, my goal is not just stopping at just, Tinubu, removing Tinubu from Aso Rock. My own goal is really to extinct APC. APC should go on extinction. You know what it means for something to exist, and the thing, no fabric of it will exist again. And see, whoever is the political party, if they decide to go to another party, form another party, fine, no, it doesn't concern me. But APC, see the name APC, after 2027 should be extinct, totally. It can't be like saying Nigeria they progress or rewind.
1 minute. Just imagine the Senate person that will bring budget to a PO's table, and there's a 7 trillion inflation. There's a 7 trillion.
Boy.
Just imagine that. Imagine that person that will bring that. Just imagine it. Every year budget, people are buying new cars, buying new computer, buying new toilet. This thing every year, the same repetition of the same budget, but they just increase the money. Every year, you're building borehole. Last year, people built borehole, so all the boreholes we built last year, you close it and you build new one this year. Last year, people budgeted borehole 100 and something million
I
naira
was
per
going to
borehole.
remind you earlier that
This year, they
oh
don't
God,
increase that to 365 million naira per borehole. What kind of criminals are we dealing with in this country, for God's sake? Wait, go get that mind, that God to bring that kind of budget to be stable.
No, tell Peter B you want to spend 12 billion naira
My
to
God.
purchase 24 vehicles. He will tell you that if he shares the 20 million for all the schools of nursing nationwide, he knows what will happen with that money.
We're dealing with the most
dealing with
wicked,
bastards.
the most criminal. These guys are straight from hell. Like when I talk, I'm saying this is the worst in the history of Nigeria. We have not had it, and we. Oh no. I bet let's bring in speakers.
Yeah. Quick, I'm going to organize it, but before, please, I don't know how to say please. Anyway, guys, let's use the hashtag Tinubu is a failure. It's very short. It's on Jumbotron. Hashtag Tinubu is a failure. Let's keep using the hashtag for posterity purpose. Make it not be like say everybody dissatisfied, because I think that's what's also happening in Nigeria now. Because they overwhelm us with a lot of problems, so we've come to start accepting the ones, like accepting it however they bring it. Organ FG, please go ahead. After which I'll come to Finel. Then after Finel, I'll go over. Anyway, go ahead.
Thank you, Emily, and good evening to everyone here. So, listening to N6, the way you were just listing everything, the truth is that they are just telling Nigerians, do your worst. That is what they are just telling us. Do your worst. NCs, do your worst. Emir Saddam, do your worst. Well meaning, do your worst. Nigerians, do your worst. That is what they are telling us. Before now, yes, corruption has been on, but they hide and they do some kind things. But this one is so obvious. They are just telling everybody, do your worst, Nigerians. And that is why this may sound cliche, but I'm still stuck in 2023 because I don't know how we moved on from that part. We're even talking about removing him in 2027 and all of. Is he even supposed to contest in 2027? That is the question Nigerians are not even asking. Is he supposed to be on the ballot paper? We are not done with the Chicago false certificate and all of these things. Is this man supposed to? So I think that people are mentioning Tinubu 2027 so that it will look as if may we hide these things from Nigeria. May they at least let's push the agenda of him running for 2027 so that they will not be. I mean, they will not be really. They won't have that view of okay, this man not even supposed to even date the ballot paper. So I'm not even, and when you are even talking about scoring this man, like what were we even expecting from this man in the first place? Let alone giving him a scorecard. What I mean, I wasn't expecting anything, right? See, right from time I've been saying it. Even if 1 naira equals $1 right now, it doesn't move me off. See, you cannot come in through the back door and you want to do something spectacular and say easy. So I'm asking everybody here. Maybe it's just me that is seeing it this way. If 1 naira equals $1 right now, does that make everything right? Because I don't understand how Nigerians are thinking. See, talking about economy, talking about corruption, I've said it on the space. These are reserved for intellectual corrupt Nigerians who are qualified to run for office. Then now we can begin to talk about scorecard. The economy is so bad. The economy is security is bad. What is happening right now is an abomination. So we're not even. This is not traditional conversation of.
OMG, did we lose him?
Oh, more, I swear. I really liked the direction it was going. It just triggered my.
He brought up a
You're coming
fantastic
back
discussion about Tinubu's eligibility to even
to
start
run.
with.
Yeah.
Which birth certificate is he submitting?
Yeah.
Did
think.
great men still school from home? Continue, my brother. Thank you. Glad
Yeah.
you're back.
So I think I was dropped. So I was just saying. See,
You are
we have
raising an
taken
interesting issue about his eligibility for 2027 to start with.
exactly that is the
Considering that
conversation.
even the US is still about to release his Chicago documentation, which was postponed, I think, by 30 days. So continue
Exactly.
from
So
there.
I think all this hype about the Tinubu running for 2020 is just to cover the fact that he is not even supposed to be on the ballot paper. And the mindset I was even expecting Nigerians to have at this moment. That is why I'm really supporting this Peter Randy and whatever. Maybe like say we cover up all the loopholes. So that as we are going for that election, it's not even to go and win an election. We should not even be talking about winning an election. Winning is the easy part. We should be having in mind that okay, this thing where we not get to do after that 2023 election, we don't know who to blame. Yes, Nigerians should have come out and this is another opportunity coming. And that thing we will not do that time. This is another opportunity. So you just go, just vote, just say, I beg my just vote. This one not be what I won't really just do. May they just announce that thing that 4 p.m. I mean 4 a.m. for morning. May everywhere just here. This should be the mindset of Nigerians, not to go and say you want to win an election. You've already won an election. This is why it's really annoying when people are campaigning for Peter Obi at this age, at this time of our life. We're still trying to campaign and still trying to do this. Even if Peter Obi is coming for 2027, nobody should even do any campaign. Everybody should just did their ass. On election day, we go out, we vote, then we just wait. Make they just do everything where they want to do. That is why I'm supporting Peter Randy, so that it not look as if some loopholes that they used the last time is still very much open. Okay, Randy, maybe we just cover the loophole. Maybe like say no loophole day. They may they still do what they want to do, so that everywhere will just scatter as the thing not just happened that last time.
Yeah.
This is the mindset Nigerians are supposed to be having, but we're doing as if we're going to just we're going on a normal election and want to campaign, want to go and win an election.
Yeah.
Nobody voted this man in the first place, and nobody will still vote him. Even people that they are paying, they will not still vote him.
Which
So
birth
this
certificate
mindset
will
of
he even submit?
sorry,
Which birth certificate will he submit?
See,
Which academic qualification
the
will he
mindset we
submit?
are going to this 2027 with, I'm not enjoying it. This is not a normal thing. This is an abomination.
Yeah.
Some things are reserved for. If we are talking about Oshiba and Jonah, a corrupt man, we are talking about intellectual individuals who are corrupt, Adeniga, or any other presidential candidate. This one, we've thrown away the bar. There is no reducing the bar again. We've thrown away the bar. We are sinking down into bottomless pit.
All right.
So this is the annoyance I have with Nigerians right now. The conversations we're having, yes, we're angry, but it's as if we don't really understand what is happening. We're not supposed to be talking about economy or security or whatever.
All right.
We're just supposed to talk about, see, we cannot even, may we just know, say, this thing where they do that last time, may they just sit here again, may we know, say, this
All
is
right.
an
Fiji,
excuse
can you run
for
quickly,
everything
like
to just
15
end.
seconds? So,
So
No,
what I'm saying is,
I wanted to even remind him that as at last week there was a sentiment that started up, even from northern Nigeria. If you reach 2027, we go Bituna, and
exactly.
that is the mindset because looking at what Peter Randy is doing, nobody's even listening to him. Akpabio has not given him audience. There's a time limit to when this reform must happen. And the National Assembly is clearly stalling till that time limit gets there. So as much
Exactly, and
as
this
I'm
is why
excited,
Nigerians need to back that man up.
exactly, as much as I support what he's doing, everybody is backing him up today. Patience Oruche flew all the way, was it from Delta State to Abuja? You can see he has a sizable crowd every day. Nobody from the National Assembly is speaking to that young man. APC has nothing planned but to rig the 2027 elections. And I have said this because I've heard their sentiments. Their last card is to extend the president's stay, and the eyes will have it with this rubber stamp level of Senate we have. A Senator Jus Okalu is wearing full native with the material saying Tinubu for president in 2027, when every AI under the sun is rating Tinubu 3/10. This is ridiculous.
Now they even rate him at the blame.
that's what.
Say people that are even rating him are people that are blaming. 1 million, just 30 seconds. One other thing that I don't, there is something Peter Obi said that I don't really like. He said after this 2027 will not campaign. That man supposed not say if he die, we supposed they use spiritual something, they consult him to still rule the country with the way the country did. So this one is not even talking about age, whatever. Is it the young generation of Showore that he thinks he wants to leave the country for? This one is not even about age right now. So that man should not even say after 2027 he will not campaign. Let's just hope that we get it right, that 2027. I don't like the way we're approaching it, but let's hope we get it right. If we don't,
All
that man,
right.
he supposed to campaign till he die. After he die, we'll still consult us spiritually. Ask him if he wants to rule the country. We'll consult him.
2027, I
So,
feel, will be the cheapest campaign year for any opposition candidate in the country. To be very honest, the only thing we fit chop Peter will be money that 2027 now to the travel around and data. Because all you have to do is just be. I can dash any presidential candidate my notes. Just be reading everything APC has been doing for the last 4 years. The fact that Nigerians currently don't know their national anthem. There's a video trending where the Nigerian national anthem was played at a stadium and it was like joke. There's another video trending where Lahore from Charlie Poppy was played at a stadium and everybody sang it. Nigerians currently can relate to Bundle for Bundle by Burna Boy than we can relate to our national anthem. But I remember when Arise O Compatriot was sung with pride everywhere in this country.
Hmm.
No wahala. I keep going back to that national anthem. I keep going back to it because men who wore khaki and rule this country no get mind go touch our national anthem. Buhari didn't have the mind. Obasanjo didn't have the mind. But Bola Tinubu got up and took us back to a colonial anthem. And we are just here. Things that would have collapsed other nations, Nigeria has tolerated. Data came out. I just going through my notes. Kwara State, data came out that 300,000 children are malnourished and starving in Kwara State. Kwara State this week launched the highest flag pole. When I say the North Koreanization of Nigeria has been going on, Kwara State launched a 70-foot flag pole. But
And
United Nations and
celebrated it.
World Health Organization posted that there are 300,000 children in Kwara State, starved, hungry, and uneducated. But APC has launched a 70-foot flagpole. Nigeria will be suffering but people will erect Tinubu statues and bow down to it in this country if we're not careful. I ask you guys once again, if 2027 reach and Bola Tinubu tells you, because the 2023 elections cost 355 billion naira, if 2027 reach and Bola Tinubu and the APC tells you they don't have 355 billion to hold the election, can they postpone the election by 1 year to 18 months? And the Akpabio-led Senate approves it. What will you do as a Nigerian? I yield the mic.
Omo. And see that thing that just reminded me now. You see that flag thing? I'm very sure that if you look at that state's achievements, 2 years achievements, they will put that flag inside. That governor will put the flag inside as achievement. APC extinction, I beg, to be honest. Finel, please go ahead. After Finel, I'm going to come to Ordinary Girl. Ordinary Girl, I've been here for so long as well. After which I'll come to next person. Go ahead, Finel.
Disaster. Kai. Wait a minute, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, well-meaning, good evening, Emir Saddam. Good evening, everyone. My heart is so heavy here, very, very, very heavy. Wow, I remember 2 years ago, when I was in total shambles, and it was as if I was going gaga. I was going mad in my little corner in my home. And I needed to find out if it was just me, or something is happening, just like Emmanuel talked about. And I came across violent space. And all till now, it's still like a dream. It's still like I don't understand. I can't fathom it. I can't put my hands. Tinubu is a total disaster. APC is a total disaster. And I'm begging you, all of you that is in this space, let us all make sure that Tinubu is a failure, is trending by tomorrow morning. I am pleading with all of us. It has to trend. It has to trend, because it is, wow. I don't even have words. I can't put my words together. That is how terrible it is to me. That is how terrible, how horrible. If any of us is thinking that anything will work out, just as we've been saying it here, nothing, except Nigerians, except we wake up from our slumber, except we wake up from our fears, except we wake up. Even this 2027 election, there's nothing like election, except we take it by force, except we get up and do something before then. I'm not seeing any lights at the end of the tunnel, as Oyibo people they talk. I'm seeing nothing. And as I am here, I'm scared of eating anything, buying anything to eat in this country, because it's corruption for all. Nobody is checking anybody. Nobody is doing anything. NAFDAC is dead, as far as I'm concerned. So to even buy something and eat, I'm scared of it. I'm scared. This is all I just want to say is, Nigerian, we all have to wake up. If we don't wake up, nothing is going to happen. We are waiting for election. There's something like election with Akpabio saying that nobody is going. Is Tinubu? Nobody is contesting with Tinubu. What I saw it. I couldn't hold myself. I had to log out of Twitter because I couldn't. I was burning inside me. Depression wanted to kill me listening to that bonfu called himself Akpabio. We need to get up. We need to wake up in this country. Nigerians need to wake up from our fear. Yes, they have pushed us so hard that what is in our mind is to survive. But we have to come out of that surviving mentality and do something. If not, I don't know what else to say. I am begging us, please. This Tinubu is a failure. Has to trend. Is a total failure. It's a total disaster. It has to, if not anything that this violent space is held this today, Tinubu is a failure, has to trend. Everybody begin to trend it. Begin to tweet about it. Except you're not seeing what I'm seeing, or you're not feeling what I'm feeling.
Thank
I
you.
yield, though. I don't have any other thing to say.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Fina. Thank you. What you said is powerful and enough. In fact, on a normal day, if not saying a small time we get left to close this space. For you, this was submission to a close space. Thank you very much, Fina. That was, please, I go beg, I go. Let's trend. But I mean, I just checked while Fina was speaking. Tinubu is a failure is already trending, but you know that kind of trend will be like, say, one small thing, if you just kick and come out, one small thing.
Sorry, 1 minute. It has to be number one. Number one, as in the whole Nigeria, we wake up, they're seeing it. Number one in Twitter, number one everywhere. Even on my Facebook, I'm going there everywhere. This man, it has to be trending that he is a total disaster. He is a total disaster. I don't know what other words to use.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Totally agree with you. Please, Fina, don't come motivate me. Oh, because as people know the Twitter and see how they make me, how they say, I be like say Tinubu they work now. Me know they see him. But like I said, it's trending now. But like Fina said, it has to be number one because where they see now, even for where they see now, even this story, if you even can come out overnight. So please, let's keep posting about it. People need to wake up and see that Nigerians have affirmed, because like Fina just said now, some of these things that we are seeing, people are thinking about it in their house. Like they are just on their own somewhere thinking about it. It's not everybody that sees violent space on the top of their screen like you see it. So until they come and now see that this thing, okay, people are still thinking. There are people that are thinking like this. Some people don't doubt themselves. So please let's use that hashtag. Hashtag Tinubu is a failure. If you can't, me now, I just went to the hashtag, the trend. I was just retweeting everyone I was seeing. I don't do counts. I saw hashtag Tinubu is a failure. I don't know Twitter, concern me. Please, you make your own tweet, retweet other people's tweet. But the most important one is make your own tweet. Thank you very much. All right, quickly, I'm going to go straight to Ordinary Girl, then go to Mr. Colade. After which I'll come to Call Me Legs. I just saw our brother Ibiari just coming. All right, Ordinary Girl, please go ahead.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity. I just have to confirm first of all that you can hear me clearly.
I can hear you.
Thank you. So this night, I simply want to ask some questions because I really do not understand what this administration is trying to tell me. From insecurity to hunger to looting to economic failure to boycotting the voice of ordinary Nigerians to political jeopardy, Saddam. I don't understand what this administration means to tell me. Do they mean to tell me that two horses in the coat of arm cannot harm one haram, but their arming can drain the poor's blood, sweat, even pus into their purse? Do they mean to tell me that they pay certain allowance to the eyes have it and the elite cabinet, that the voter cannot afford for his son a cabin? Do they mean to tell me that Aso Rock is now in France and South must pay loyalty to Chicago in France? Or do they mean to tell me that they hijacked power just to eat, grow fat, and pass loud facts both here and yonder, while we smell of their own farts even beyond our borders? Do they mean to tell me that they fly first class in broad daylight? Meanwhile, every single night, we feel the stings of principalities and NEPA. Do they mean to tell me that they don't care if we feed on the poop of their butts? Yet, they want us to pay tax of every single yam in our barns. Do they mean to tell me that they deserve a high five even when our highways have low holes? But let's talk about you and me. Let me ask us some coaching questions. I hope you don't mean to tell me that you gave up, that this time around you plan to just sit and watch, that you don't plan to just sit and watch until our lactating mothers have only their kids to eat and suck saliva from hungry breasts. I don't know what they mean to tell me, but I do care what you mean to tell me. And it is your voice I want to hear. It is your words I want to count on. It is a collective effort that could change the story so that our children would not come back to violent spaces asking each other these same questions all over again. I really do care about the right things. I really want to hear a voice. Saddam, I yield the mic. There is nothing much to say about APC because APC really does not have anything to write about. Tinubu and his people. That's all. I yield the mic. Thank you.
I need to give you clap. Thank you very much, Ordinary Girl. That was good. That was that was powerful. To be honest, I like the fact that the real question is really what we are saying. It's not. I mean, I think we all have come to terms with what APC is, who they no, I can't qualify APC as human beings. What they are. What's important now is what we want to say and how we want to address it. It's very, very important. Thank you very much. All right, quickly, I'm going to move over to Mr. Kolade.
Let's not forget
Yeah.
that this week, a senator in Nigeria was flying over Abuja, looked down, and saw a settlement, walked into the halls of the Senate, and asked if the FCT could destroy that settlement because he did not like how wretched and poor the settlement looked from the sky as they were flying into the FCT. Make you understand, say, Akpabio dey craze for head. But Akpabio here the one way he need to caution the senator, say, I take God beg you. This one, we're elitist in this cartel, but this one pass me. If somebody has suggested when we are flying over Lagos that Morocco looks horrible, can we just melt it? There would have been an uproar. But these are the kind of people that can look upon you struggling to make it in the same Nigeria they destroyed. And they say, why don't we just crush down that entire village? Because it does not look pretty when we fly over it in our private jets from money we stole from our people. There is a post today, breaking news, that only about under 20% of Nigerians pay tax. Dear Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you cannot tax unemployment. You cannot socially engineer unemployment and poverty to win election. Then you want to tax the unemployed people that you created. You cannot tax unemployment. Before 2027, at least there will be another drop. Maybe about only 10% of Nigerians will be paying tax. No wahala. You will win 2027 elections. How you will do it is up to you. How Nigerians will ensure you don't do it is up to Nigerians. You will cook your soup for Nigerians. Nigerians will cook their soup for you. May the man with the biggest appetite and the biggest stomach win. Aye.
Omo, if I see the war why they fight for TikTok, if I see war why they fight for TikTok as we speak like this for this space, hey, there's this set of roasted corn. This one, their brain, they don't roast their brain finish. Their brain, it don't, is, you know, it says on mortuary standard. Now where their brain they just they TikTok, hey, blessed, they don't leave X also. They have gone camp on TikTok and any life that is going on, they'll just enter there and be shouting. Once say that all the states are paying off their debts, that right now Nigeria is on the best part. If you see what I'm seeing here, I'm gonna get serious work. There's serious work to be done. Honestly speaking, there are
And they you know the problem is this. They are
hey
BMC, Buhari's people, did their own with their chest.
with their faces.
Today I know Omojua, I know Ogunusi, I know Bashir Ahmed, I know Ajuri Ngelale. They did their own with their chest. But idiots are so disgusting, so
Cowards.
shameless
Cowards.
that they are supporting Tinubu be from faceless handles. Do you know how shameless you have to be supporting a government and you cannot even do it with your full chest? There's cowardice and there's you guys. Continue.
Honestly.
You are
Honestly.
deceiving nobody but yourselves.
I tell her once, I say, I promise you, I'm going to give you 100,000 naira tomorrow. Go to the market with a placard, Nigerian market with my megaphone, and be saying, Tinubu 2027. This thing you're writing on X now on TikTok. Just go and say, Tinubu 2027 with placard. Use
Saddam,
the
don't go
video
far. Saddam,
and
don't
tag
go
me.
far. One information leaked this week that I am most excited about. The campaign slogan for Tinubu's re-election for 2027 is door to door. Tinubu plans to go door to door.
Oh, well, that one, many people will carry bandage, go back house.
Maybe you don't know this, but the campaign, what they are pushing right now, their lamba, their propaganda, their slogan is door to door. And I promise Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC, please, I beg you, go door to door in
Yeah.
every part of this country.
Yeah. I know.
Door to
I believe say they're gonna use
not
ambulance. They go door to door with
no.
ambulance.
Hey, Saddam. I'm not saying go compound to compound. Go door to door. Go to the door of the security guard in the compound. Go to the door of the BQ. Go to the door of the penthouse. Go to the door of the basement. Please go door to door. But go door to door with ambulance.
Oh
Go
God.
with doctor. Go with surgeon. Go with bandage.
Orthopedic.
They go
Orthopedic.
Now,
they fit
now
forget
doctor don't
Orthopedic,
cutlass.
you
involve.
go with the orthopedic. No,
They fit
those
forget
bone straighters.
cutlass for person head. This door to door when I won't go. Sure, I won't go door to door. We are
Oh!
here. Go door. I hope you go door to door in every region. I hope this door to door will not be only in the Maitamas and the VI and the Kois.
My brother,
Okay.
NCs, even the person who said door to door to Aso Rock gate man, you go beat that person. Aso Rock gate man go beat him. Make them
I say
go
they
open
go
the
forget
Maitama.
match.
What did they
They go
talk?
forget matchet on top person head. This door to door where they talk. Make them
Bunch
just
of
okay.
the
Make
things
them
that
just
are
face
social media.
rigging. Make them just do that they are rigging. Why I know say nothing they won't do. But if not this door to door, make them no use youth coppers do this door to door. Make them use APC supporters. Make I
Any
just be like this. Make
any youth couple we no like his or her body, make him go sign up now. You confirm. You go confirm when they will pay you 100,000. Your hospital bill will be like 2.5 million. You go understand what you do yourself. When men don't open you,
now why they talk all these things early because you know say as a political analyst I dey follow these things and I can predict APC blindfolded. They go use youth coppers. Please, youth coppers, let them use NURT people. Please, please. I cannot wait to open my door and see Pastor O Nsobu at my door preaching the good news of Tinubu to me.
Do you know the only advantage when NURT will get? Now the mouth order. The mouth order where they go use, where go hit you. Feed this army.
No, first of all, Saddam, let me even give you another funny story. Let me give you a funny story. You say, I have this, my book, and they look this thing. The first problem the Tinubu administration is going to have with the NURTW, speaking of mouth order, is something that they are not even ready for. This week, NAFDAC announced that in the next 3 months, they are planning to ban sachet alcoholic drinks nationwide. Sachet alcoholic drinks nationwide. I mean sachet action bitters, so sachet alomo, sachet the one where they make manpower. Everything sachet. They want to stop it. So the first people I know that will have problem with NAFDAC and this APC government is NURTW. Because that sachet drink, now then they use start work, now then they use cut tickets, now then they use pursue down for, now then they use stick their yash come out from down for a conductor. The whole ecosystem of the NURTW revolves around sachet alcohol.
Yes, I
Which
beg,
NAFDAC wants
no
to
louder.
ban.
Before they go hear about go reverse the listen, I beg.
Sadam, I say
Then
no
go
tea I
forget
want
4
talk.
by 4 on
Sadam.
top.
I beg, no louder, I beg, no louder.
Then
You
go
know,
forget spanner on top person head.
we they give these people too many expo. Let them do what they have to do, please. Don't even loud it, I beg. Make them do it. Let's
Make
circle
them
back to our
ban
people.
sachet alcohol before 2027.
I make the rubber, I beg.
Hey, you say me Nigerians no drink action bitters. While I go do.
Mr. Kolade, please go ahead. After which I come to call me Lexi.
My brother, I greet you. Emir, I salute. I greet everyone. Oga Sizu, I greet. Sister B, I see you, ma. All right. I greet all my brothers and sisters and my Ogas. I greet everyone. To me, it seems like we, like for us to even be talking about this man's 2 years in office is, un, is unthinkable. Like, person stole an election. Person is trying to do everything to whitewash himself, to make himself look like, you know what, I am the president of in quote, this country. Person is doing something. If you look at his message today, look at what he said. He said, you na entrust arm with the responsibility. Person is doing all this one, and we are here still debating what. Mo will just go carry our Venezuela, leave every other thing, and just let everybody, your neighbor, your enemy, your friend, your father, your mother, begin to let them know morning and night that this man is the one that has made them who they are, the poor, that is in the poorer they have become. It is the cause of their poverty. Then it's just to loud it and begin to let them know that is the only work we have. For begin to let people know that look, this rice you cannot afford. It is this man, and you know what he use the money to do? To buy his Escalade, to buy Escalade, to build presidential whatever, to share to his people so that they will not come and start like bring out his debt or begin to like threaten him with what is not. He has to shock everybody now. So it is Nigerian collective wealth they are using to like do all these shocking. So please, my people, I think we should just focus on what it is and just don't let him feel like in quotes, unite trust in leadership on top of unite trust Nigeria to his hands. So make the air know they swear. Hmm? A thief remains a thief. Hmm? A druggie remains a druggie. Nothing will change. In case people do not know, Tinubu does not know where they sell gas. He doesn't. I Sisu, do you think Tinubu knows or has ever been to a filling station? Do you think they've ever driven into a filling station in the last 25 years of his life? Not to talk of saying he wants to know how a market woman feels or how that not to even imagine that maybe you pay even 500,000 as school fees. You think he knows all that or he has a feel of what that is?
Our
And
fashion
it's,
ranch's daughter was killed by herdsmen. Tinubu came there and asked, where are the cows? things
Oh
have
God,
happened in
look.
this country.
I yield,
So
I yield. I think I just go relax. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kolade. Wait, Tinubu did speech today. I don't know, like, now let me don't normalize no the 1 year that drug law they talk. Because I can't bear, I can't
in
bear.
his speech, he said, "I will rid Nigeria of evil men." At that point, I turned off my TV.
You want to commit suicide?
You try.
I mean, he won't first shoot. He go shoot Shetima to start with.
Oh, you try. Ah, call me Lexi, please go ahead. After which I'll come to justice.
Sorry, I beg. Before anybody go on, guys, please, you guys can join me. I'm hosting mini Valor Space every 10 p.m. Nigerian time on TikTok. Oh. So you guys can always join us. We have mad. If you're the type that like fighting with children of the roasted corn, please join my TikTok every 10 p.m. You will love it.
Saddam, please. For those of you listening on TikTok who are BATS and APC supporters,
Please tell them something.
I want to ask you guys a simple question. Are you okay?
Wait, MCs, wait, make I tell them say. Children of the roasted corn here, listen. You have a question for people on TikTok.
Yes, so
TikTok.
please,
Go on, MCs.
I have a question for you guys. In the 2025 budget, there is a part of the budget where they appropriated 17.23 billion naira for the construction and renovation of community town halls nationwide. 43 community town halls at a price of 17.23 billion naira. If you have ever seen a community town hall, we constructed one in my hometown. It is just down the street from our house. It is not wider than the average bungalow. So which community town hall is the APC government fixing and renovating? Remember, they said they are not even building new one. No. It is renovation, refurbishing of community town halls for 17.23 billion naira.
My God.
Would you not rather spend 17.23 billion naira on 43 hospitals? Would you rather not spend 17.23 billion naira on 43 schools? Would you rather not spend 17.23 billion naira on 43 national hospitals? Wouldn't you rather spend 17.23 billion on 43 airports, on 43 roads nationwide? But we are spending 17.23
Ordinary,
billion
welcome.
naira on 43 community town halls, different
Different.
from Bala Blue.
So I just want to.
May God forgive all of you in this party. May God forgive
NC, but
all of
he's
you in the
keeping his
APC.
campaign promise now. He promised a town hall different. This campaign promise.
Please eat them, I beg.
May God forgive you people in that party. 17 billion
One one day
on
gaslight me. Say
43 community town halls, not on
you
43
people,
buildings.
why people are abusing us? Why are people abusing us? I say abuse is even the least we are doing to you people. You people deserve jungle justice. You people deserve jungle justice. Abuse is even the least we are doing. We are being humane. We're not supposed to zoo. We're giving a grass to chop. We're not supposed to way human beings day. It's a shame. I beg, let's go on. I beg.
17 billion on 43 projects,
Huh?
on 43 boys' quarters. All of a sudden, we don't know we are talking about the street light and borehole one. All of a sudden, we don't know what a community town hall building looks like. All of a sudden, 17 billion because we are fools.
That's almost 400 million per town hall.
Because we are fools. We don't know what a 400 million naira construction looks like. Do you know what a 400 million naira building looks like in Lagos? Talk less of a 400 million naira building in the hinterlands. And this government wants to spend it on community town halls, and you're not pissed. You're not pissed. You're not pissed off enough. You're still supporting APC. APC wants to purchase 24 security vehicles for 11.7 billion naira. 24 cars, 24 new cars again, when his convoy already has 160 something vehicles, 24 cars for almost 12 billion naira. They don't want to spend it on 24 federal universities and bring up all the hostels up to speed. They will spend it on 24 community health centers for maternity, make women feel born for this country with clear mind. But they want to spend it on 24 vehicles. But you are supporting APC. How much are they paying you per month for this thing? How much are they paying you really per month if they will spend 13 billion on 24 cars? Can't you even ask for better? Can't you ask for better? Nobody supporting APC online should be collecting less than ₦1 million a month. If you really want to do this work. Segalink leaked his proposal to Atiku during the 2019 elections. He was asking Atiku for 400,000 United States dollars for image laundering. He did not move to Milton Keynes with cho-cho-cho. Omojua does not have a house in Canada with mouth. You fools are online every day with fake handles, collecting peanuts. But they are spending 13 billion naira on 24 vehicles and 16 billion on 48 community town halls. You're a clown. If you're listening to me on any platform from YouTube to TikTok to even X here, you're a clown if you're still supporting the APC. You're a fool. You're beneath a thug. You're a moron. You should melt yourself into carbon. You're worse. You're worse than nothingness. Keep deceiving yourself. Nigeria is signing loan agreements of 25 to 40 years. Bola Tinubu clearly does not have 40 years in him anymore. You will be paying loans you know nothing about. You wake up one day and due to an agreement Tinubu or Buhari signed in 2015, you wake up and one day in the whole of Kwara State, 2 million Chinese citizens will fall in because APC gave them mining license 25 years ago. You're a fool. Keep supporting rubbish. It took a military man, Traore, to get up to break deals that France had with Burkina Faso for decades, for millennia. Nigeria signed a concession for 80 years for an airport in the southeast. Festus Keyamo that signed that deal does not have 80 years of life in him, even if God is kind to his destiny. Your grandchildren will pay for these things, and you think it's about Igbo and Peter Obi and winning tribal arguments online and proving yourself as smarter than Harry. You're a dummy. Keep it up. 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 Akpabio will add one more car to his fleet. 24 cars will be shared. 13 billion. Their guy will be the one to even bring the cars in. Guess what? You'll be online arguing with obedience while they'll be sharing the real bar. Like I said, you are a clown. You have the IQ of a bathroom slipper. Continue supporting rubbish. We will see where this will take us at the end of the day. The Igbos have a proverb, "Egbakota bakota, egocha mile." Keep running your car. It will reflect on the mileage. Clowns.
Thank you very much, Francis. I've never so much, and I've never enjoyed insults that well, and well deserved. To be honest, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane.
You complain about Lagos. Lagos is
Ah,
overcrowded. You hate the overcrowding. The people who are overcrowding your Lagos are telling you that by systemic edicts, the government is not sharing the infrastructure nationwide. If this is done, it will ease up the stress here. If you are smart, you will be pushing the government saying, yes, Lagos is extremely blessed. Bless others so that people can stay back in their home. You insist that you don't want people to come to Lagos, but you want the monopoly of all the blessings of the country to be given to Lagos. We will share this city till it sinks into the Atlantic Ocean. It is just simple math. You either support that Nigeria be blessed equally so that everybody can be proudly in their house. But if not, we will share this city. Your children will thug it out with my children. And that is where we are going.
A country that has access, just look at the smallest countries, even in Europe. A country as big as Nigeria have one functional seaport. When we have access to the ocean across different places. And you're saying leave
We have
Lagos,
access to the ocean so much that a projected
leave
coastal road
Lagos,
has 700 kilometers worth of calculation. There is 700 kilometers worth of coastal line in this country.
leave Lagos, leave Lagos.
There is
They open up the ports
700
across
kilometers
other
worth
parts
of
of the country and
coastal
see.
line in this
Open up the
country.
ports other across the country and see people not run away from the Lagos as it's smelling. You cannot even breathe. Think people,
Father, my come on yesterday, I saw two of my friends. I said them, say, you don't take for Lagos. So what happened? They said they just relocated. One relocated to Lagos from Port Harcourt. One relocated from Abuja. Ladies, how far? They talk, say, man, everywhere just tight. It can't be like saying that this Lagos. So made themselves can't know whether that this one said I paid rent 2 years. This one said 2 years. They just want to come and rugged it out for 2 years in Lagos. I said, how much was your rent? 6 million. How much was your rent? 8 million. You will be indigene. Do you understand that the rich people from other states who should be in their states balling, Nigeria don't choke them so they don't carry their wealth. Come Lagos to drag Lagos with you. You can barely pay Lagos rent, but the big boys in Abuja, the big boys in Port Harcourt, the big boys in Benue, the big boys in Edo, the big boys in Delta that Nigeria's problems are affecting have come to the Lagos that is secure. They've come to the Lagos that Fulani headsmen are not attacking. They've come to the Lagos that the security situation is better. You go there one day, they go do census of Lagos, you go here, 140 million Nigerians live in Lagos. The remaining country is sharing 40 million people. And you will complain and moan and whine, and you will still celebrate that Lagos is building a new wharf in Lekki. Lagos is building the third airport in Lekki. Continue. Beat your chest and continue. We will all be here. It is simple mathematics. When the city of London was crowded, London started expanding outward. Satellite. That was when I started hearing the word satellite cities between the early 2000s, 2003, 2004. That's when you now start. I think the Euston station started becoming popular. People could stay outside London 40 minutes away and come by speed rail to the city of London. You start hearing tickets from Euston on Thursday is more expensive, on weekend is more expensive. Expand this city, open the opportunities for the country. But no. So if you want to enjoy the monopoly, you will suffer the saturation. It is what it is. I yield.
Thank you very much, NCs. I might not be saying this people wasted there with their hand because that NC submission I was staying in this piece. Anyways, quickly I'll just go straight to call me Lexi. All of you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Because I want people to go with the fact that insult where is poor for those APC supporters head. I want them to be able to think about it this night. May still their head fresh. I don't want sleep. Call me Lexi. Go ahead. After which I'll come to justice, then Chris.
Funny enough that you think those people have sense. You think they have head that they are thinking? Yourself, you know that they don't care. As long as they are supporting that man, they don't fucking care about anybody. Even in their suffering. I don't know if you see that tweet that said, one of them that said, Peter Obi's obedient are mobs. Now he's complaining that for the past 80 days, he doesn't have light in his house. I don't know if you see that tweet. Those people don't have sense. Good evening, fellow violencers. It's another great opportunity to be here with you guys. It's always an opportunity to hear our voice. No matter what, we keep speaking our mind out. They cannot silence us. They can only block us on Twitter. That's the only thing they can do. Reality, as we always say, it's on gun. 2 years of Tinubu. It's a total failure. Even for him to bring out that trend, it's an evidence. It's enough evidence to tell you that it's a failure. If you have done something, you don't even need to bring it out. Your evidence will look at you at your face like this, and you yourself you will see it. What is it to talk about in Tinubu? Last week, my lecturer was saying that by now we should have been paying 900,000 naira school fees. Nobody talked in the class, and he said, "Do you know why? Do you know how much is dollar today? Calculate naira times $300. That's the amount that each and every one of us should be paying. We didn't even say anything. If you want to enjoy school today in Nigeria, forget about federal. He was even saying that it will get to a point that they will even partition the federal school. They will select the students that are paying more and those that cannot afford to pay. Almost all, almost, almost all hostel in my school is full of bed bugs. Now there's a private hostel. That is, if your parent can afford it, it's nothing less than 350. That is how worst it has become. Currently now, school fees is now 300 as a federal university. Tinubu's failed in all aspects. I don't even know which aspect I can say he didn't fail. I don't know. As young as I am, still talking about enjoying life past 2 3 years than now. They will now ask me, how old are you? Now imagine the next generation coming. We just have to keep holding these people accountable. All this nonsense they are doing, reality is on ground, is on check. Like Saddam said, that is not sure the amount of fuel. Fuel is going up and down. Everyone is selling their own like they are selling Gary, different price. Everybody just choose their price. You look for the cheapest one, maybe you can just drive in and buy your own. Nobody to hold responsible, nobody to hold accountable. 8 p.m. Students are writing WAEC. But that's the truth. It will always happen. And it will become worse because the current president that is there doesn't even have a WAEC certificate. How will it value? How is he going to value WAEC? Does it concern him? Today now, since yesterday, Lagos has been shut down. I was saying, what do you expect when one person with 70 convoys, where will that one enter? And tell me there will not be odor. It doesn't care. They no born Peter Obi well. They no born am well to do that kind of thing. Tell me where Peter Obi will be president and students will be writing exam at 8 p.m. in the night. That minister would have resigned immediately. Instantly.
Mm.
Instantly. But here we are. It's not even getting better. There is no hope in this country at all. When you think of it, you will just want to have a headache. You can't even look from left and right and see where you can even share your thoughts with so that you can feel love that you are in the country. What are we even enjoying in the country? You stole a mandate, you can't even manage it well. You now come online and saying that you can now come online and saying that the mandate we gave you. Who gave it to you? A criminal. Only you. You have case with FBI. Only you. You have you. Oh, Nigeria, we just have to stand our ground.
We make a
But
host university for America close or lock all their social media
till
page.
today, till
Nah, this man
today,
is really strong, man. The man
till
strong.
today.
Okay, see, man. Jesus. Tudum-bulu-kulum-bum. Ewo. What a
Honestly,
man.
I used to
So,
say
do you
this.
know how many documents in Nigeria, well meaning, you will sign in this country that they will ask you hometown address?
I
What
swear.
does Tinubu sign? What does he write in that place, in that column? Does he write body loan?
Garbage.
What is the address? Where is the hometown? Has he ever visited that place since 2 years? What is, hey God? You know, we have to go back to even his eligibility. We must
Ah,
go back to these things.
You
yeah.
can't even.
Which birth certificate is he submitting in 2027? Which one? Person will confuse the world so they he do birthday. No foreign government acknowledge his birthday. Everybody has a different date in their portfolio. We all saw it live here. This is where we are. What document is he even submitting? Which school? We've established that the secondary school and the year he said he went to the secondary school wasn't even. So which one? What is he submitting to INEC? Okay, you entered the first one. Is Festus Keyamo going to come again and tell us great men studied from home in 2027 as a defense?
No, it will be great men write exam in the midnight. No, that's what they will come for now, as we can see.
Because they must submit documents to INEC now. What is he going to solve? Will Chicago State University open their Twitter handle that time? You know what? We're just playing with this thing. Oh. APC is just playing with themselves because it's not us they're playing with. No wahala. We move.
I just do
Yeah.
one social experiment now for my TikTok. Oh. I talk I'm say 95% of people they support Tinubu in diaspora when no get face. Now either fraudsters or they push drugs. As I talk one come begin them say small politics where they talk. I don't begin to insult them. I say, okay, make I just do this one. Now I say, if you they do Yahoo or you they push drugs, your next transaction, make police catch you. Type amen. You say, why are you going to talk that kind of thing now? Say, make I calm down. This small talk where they talk now.
Because first of all, what do you need so many bot handles for if you're not a fraudster?
Hey! I said 95% of people that support this man are all crooks. They don't feel, they will say if they collect client money, they will transfer them to Naira. They will say, they don't cash out. They cannot be working with your hard-earned sweat and you support Tinubu in diaspora. It's not possible. You are a thief. And that's why their faces are all hidden. They hide their face. You cannot see they hide their face and lock their account. They cannot blur their real faces. Criminals. And I cost all of you. Your next transaction, police go catch you now. FBI, night boss, straight back to Nigeria. Night boss.
No, God forbid. You go follow for part of those people where Trump go send go that new prison for El Salvador. Now El Salvador, now you go serve your term. You
Bunch
go
of
that
criminals.
prison because that man built that prison for 50,000 of the world's worst criminals. He put 20-something thousand of in country people there. Space for 30,000 people still there. If you are supporting this man and you are into fraud, they will catch you and you'll
Amen.
be part of the people that Trump will do deal with to be
Amen.
sent to El Salvador for hard labor. They're not gonna send you come back
Oracle,
Nigeria.
type amen.
You know
Oracle, type
go
amen.
do your criminality come Nigeria.
Oracle and gang, type amen on the comment section
Yes,
now.
sir.
Type
Amen.
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 That's what I want to see for you people.
Last week, rain fell in a prison in Osun State and knocked down the wall. Over 40-something inmates ran away. It's not Nigeria. You will come back and do your time. Now
He say,
that El Salvador prison. You go
it's
there.
not, I'm not a religious person.
You will find God behind bars in Jesus' name. You will find God in prison. You will find Christ doing life. God will punish you.
I know they do that one. Ogun go fire you. Anyone where you believe, if you're a religious person, you go believe Ogun, Abi. Ogun go come for you. Bunch of crews. When like you, I mean, let's go back, please.
All right, Justice, Justice, please go ahead. 2 minutes, then I'll come to Chris. Is Justice speaking?
No, he's not. No, he's not. Let's go
I
to someone
thought
else.
Justice can't hear you. Relax, maybe now because we know what you want to talk already. We know your stand. We know your stand. Anyway, try to drop and quickly come back. Let me see if we can take it for a roundup. Chris, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Micah. You hear me?
Yeah, 100 here.
Awesome. And I greet everybody. Hello, everyone. Um, so I've been listening. I don't know who spoke. That's and I think she was insinuating that hope they one kind. So whether something will happen somewhere. Man, sadly, I don't see any resistance in the horizon. It's not. I hate to say, but it's not happening. It's not going to happen, and I have my reasons. Right? Guys, just let's do some reminders. I know it's no longer news, but most of us know. But let's just do some reminders, maybe about 10 or 11 of them. A wanted terrorist, what's his name? Zakir Naik, right? Came to Nigeria and dunked on all of us, labeled our Air Force Muslim force. On that Tinubu, nothing happened. Or was it on that Tinubu? But anyways, I don't fucking care. On that APC, nothing happened, right? Democratically elected state governor was illegally ousted. Let that sink in. And an administrator was installed to replace him. Guys, nothing happened. On the floor of our Senate, they sing, on your mandate, we shall stand. It's a chant that has no bearing on our unity as a people. Nothing happened. That they kill our people from north to south, east to west. People's villages ransacked, their means of livelihood destroyed, people's crops and farms destroyed, raped and killed. Nothing they happened. Instead, they move our capital from Abuja to Paris. Nothing they happen. Right? A young Nigerian was asked if she must eat egg. We all remember that one. They asked a Nigerian in this country, must you eat egg? As a couple, wait till they buy a carton of Indomie for. Right? Nothing seismic happened. Right? Terrorists, they do give away for TikTok. Guys, nothing happened. They couldn't trace those terrorists, but they have phones to do TikTok. But you, if you speak against the government, before you even drop food, they don't track you. That happened. Nothing happened. Right? Terrorists will be rehabilitated. They will put them back into our military for the same country or that same Tinubu. You catch terrorists, you rehabilitate them. You can't put them back into our military. Even so clothes for them, I sure give them food, give them money. Whereas we have veterans who are suffering. Go to Kaduna, you see them who are suffering, some with half limbs. Nothing happened. 10 billion naira to do solar. And all of us, they knocked it for. Nothing happened. 12.5 or almost $13 billion for a 700-kilometer road. You won't even do coastal highway. There was no environmental impact assessment report. Like, these people just come at us from different angles. Like, I'm sure they sat down while they were thinking about this. Or like, just put it. They will not ask about EIA report. Nigerians are that dumb. Just do it. Guys, let that sink in. That a project that huge, there was no EIA report, and they danced around it. We are here today, guys, talking. Nothing happened. Cultism now don't become another arm of the government. Sheyi Tinubu beats better than last president. Okay, somebody has to do the dirty jobs for them, right? Cultism is now another arm of the government. Guys, nothing happened. Nyash molestation on the floor of our Senate is now part of plenary session. Nothing happened. Children are writing WAEC at night. Nothing happened. Picking they die because one go write jam. Nothing happened. And when things stop, a public official will say that man proposes, God disposes. Guys, nothing happened. I know there are more, and I know that you know, because I know that your wallets are empty. Your stomach is empty. Your pot of soup, where you pour it to cook soup, they are empty. You don't have a roof over your head, no light, nothing. I know there are more. I was telling someone that is where the coalition should even be starting from. Coalition of empty pots, coalition of empty wallets, coalition of people who no get house. That's where the coalition should actually be starting from. Then he go get first. Right? Maybe I don't know anything. Maybe I'm naive. But guys, nothing they happen. And that's where I will stop here. I have a question. Guys, how do we rate ourselves as Nigerians? Because if like say we don't rate ourselves. We just take anything that comes from the APC, anything they dump at us, we take it like dumpsters. We take everything. Even dumpsters in modern days, dumpsters don't take everything. You separate your waste, right? You separate the biological degradable ones according to the sharp items. You separate them, right? Even dumpsters don't take it, but we will take everything. So the question is, how do we even rate ourselves? Are we just mere dumpsters, or do we even want to leave? Because as far as I'm concerned, we're not even existing.
Mm.
Thank you, well meaning.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thought-provoking question. Thank you. All right,
That's a
let's
beautiful submission. Well
yeah, quite thought-provoking. The list goes on and on. Like
the things
everybody,
we are normalizing on a daily basis. My goodness.
as the
They make me cringe. They make me cringe. They
APC
pay me
keep
for body.
shifting there's this thing APC does. they keep breaking the barriers of what you think is not possible or shouldn't be normal. And we just keep shifting. Imagine how uncomfortable, like how 2 years ago we were talking about budget. Any small thing we go talk about budget. Any small thing budget we go talk. We go. But now it's almost as if we've come to terms with the fact that budget party is a normal thing. I remember 2 years ago, some of the spaces we did was to look at budget in detail. See, if for this space, now not be where they call on 1-1. We we we've practically just felt like okay, budget padding. It's supposed to be just like that.
Forgetting the Lagos State budget that they spent 9 billion naira on diffusers. See, bro, and that was just last year.
Omo.
Oh God! When they were talking street lights, borehole, street, I said, "Wait, people, no be APC. Make I go look this thing well." My brother, I saw traditional rulers, 11 billion. I saw renovation of community town hall. I said, no be this thing where all of us donate 15,000, knock block, put where we they go do. If you want to do wedding, to get money for my village, go do one for our town hall. Now, wow. Hey, God.
It's quite unfortunate. Justice, please go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me now, my brother?
Yes, we can hear.
Perfectly, sir. Continue.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for a second chance to speak. There's no gainsaying the fact that we have conscienceless bastards as criminals in the government of Nigeria right now, headed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the criminal drug baron and Chicago State University diploma certificate forging bandit. There's no doubt about that. But what bothers me now is how complacent we all have been in not only holding this particular government to account, but of course shaking it to an extent that it needs to realize that not only does it not have the legitimacy to govern, but that it has to have some level of fear. Part of why I say this is, from the perspective of somebody who flew out of this country when there was a little shake as to the NSAS movement. A lot of people do not know that this Bola Ahmed Tinubu ran away from Lagos as at the time of the NSAS, only returned after the military had killed those unarmed civilians, and it looks like that there was calm in the land. That was when he returned. Now we have moved from that timid creature of Bola Ahmed Tinubu type to one now that is completely destroying our democracy to leading it to a one-party state. And nobody is saying anything. The judiciary is down, the police is down, the National Assembly is useless. We just have bastards and people that are horny with very high libido and testosterone, looking after chasing after other people's married wives, rather than doing the needful to our country. Then we have moved from that to the death of institutions. Jam now makes human errors and then comes out to gaslight us with religious sayings. God proposes and man proposes and God disposes. We have also moved from that to seeing young stars, the true leaders of tomorrow, the people that we are supposed to hand over a viable or a dead country to, as it were, writing WAEC with candles and torchlights in the middle of the night. So at every turn, we are having a decay, a complete decay of all institutions at once. More importantly, it doesn't even look like there is going to be any opposition. It doesn't appear that we even have somebody who, and the constitution is so dangerously skewed that no individual can actually run an independent campaign to the presidency. You have to go through a political party. Look at all the things that are happening. As of today, the appeal court has given Obebolo a victory in an election that everybody knows was completely and totally rigged, a flawed system. So we don't know where we're going as a country. Yes, we can come here and all the time we have to lend our voices. But look at, for somebody like Peter, the man that is championing the electoral reforms, look at the turnout, look at the the encouragement he's getting from that National Assembly. I'm not even considering paying attention to what he's saying. And you know why? They are buying time. At some point, they will come out now and tell us that electoral reforms can no longer happen because it's somehow statute bad or time bad, and that they give INEC full powers again to decide for Nigerians how we are going to conduct 2027 elections. You see, this is why I think that democracy is dead. And there's really no need for us practicing democracy. Chad, as of last week, is already signaling to join the AES. The military must step into Nigeria and take over power from these bastard criminals that we have in Abuja. I keep saying it. If the military do not do it, it's unfortunate. May Boko Haram continue to decimate them in the northeast. It is not an unpatriotic statement to say. Nigeria has now become a failed state. We have all the indices, we have all the facts to tell everybody, to show everybody that Nigeria is a failed state. And we only have a Western puppet in the name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is why it looks like there's no protest that's happening in the country. That is why it looks like any viable opposition, any viable voice that comes out to say the right things concerning how Nigerians are suffering seems to be watered down. This man has cut all the deals with the foreign governments in Nigeria. And that's why, even up to Chicago State University, I do not see how one man is able to single-handedly lock a university's social media handle for 2 years now, or going to the third year. I've never seen this type of thing happen. Even in the US, it has influence beyond the US. This is perhaps a CIA asset foisted on Nigerians to deal with Nigeria and make sure that Nigeria remains in the doldrums, to make sure that Nigeria does not survive economically, given our population. Because I do not see why a country with over 60% of its youth below the age of 35 cannot do well on the economic scene. 200 and something million people. So please, yes, we can always continue to talk about the ills of this illegitimate, useless government that will not do anything good, because criminals who jump in from the window of Asoro will not do anything good. They will continue to gaslight us for the next 4 years. And then in the next election, they'll bring up, yes, you're talking about door to door already. They will bring up, oh, it's another 4 years and it goes back to the north. It goes back to the north, and then what happens? Are we still going to have a country by the time it goes back to the north? So it's not for us to decide. If we're going to, continue to delude ourselves that we're practicing democracy till 2027, then let us get it right.
All
And how
right.
to get it right is to make sure there is opposition, which is a viable fulcrum to drive governance, and that elections must be free, fair, and credible. If we're not doing any of these things, then it's best the military take over and we follow the AES angle.
All
Thank you
right.
very much. I need the
All
mic.
right. Thank you very much, Justice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that very, very stern submission. Your submission is quite, and to be honest, I agree. I agree with a lot of the things you said, if not all, actually. Thank you very much. On that note, would be rounding up the space for today. First, I apologize to we tried bringing as much persons. I know there's still some persons that we can't bring up. Uh, apologies. It's always, sometimes when we start bringing up people, I feel like okay, it's reducing. Maybe today we might be able to take everybody, but I quickly realized that it doesn't end. Like people still want to say something, and which is quite encouraging, to be honest, right? To see that people are still willing to keep speaking up against this flawed and fraud system. So apologies to all those I couldn't bring up. Thanks to everybody for coming. I'll just quickly say that, just to reiterate what I said earlier on the space. First of all, I'm going to remind everybody again, please, if you haven't, even if you have already, but before you sleep, try to make at least one tweet. Especially if you've never made anyone before, using the hashtag Tinubu is a failure. Hashtag Tinubu is a failure. It's already trending, but it needs to trend beyond that because, like I said, let it be something that could trend till at least tomorrow. Let it be said, that people are aware that this system, people are not accepting it for what it is, for what they are making it to look like. They've been able to sell propaganda so much. Some of us don't know. Some of us are on internet who feel like, oh, what we know, everybody should know now. You don't believe me. If you engage some Nigerians on the ground, some Nigerians that are in Nigeria, and especially those that don't have access to this kind of, especially like social media, even for social media itself, you don't have access to some of, if it's just Instagram and some of those other social media that you have access to, that where people are not raising this conversation, especially like as Saddam is trying to also do with TikTok now. You don't get all this information. So it's important that they know that people are not succumbing, because if you hear that a lot of these things are happening, you might think that, okay, maybe I'm just one that is not seeing it. Maybe nobody's complaining now, nobody's talking against it, nobody's, it's why it's important for us to keep having these kind of hashtags and keep using it. Please make multiple posts today, still to tomorrow. If you can, keep talking about it. I'll just reiterate what I said earlier on this space. In summary, really, first is that 2 years has come and gone. Even within their own 40 points that they raised today, there was nothing in that 40 points that is developmental. Like that 40 whatever that they raised. Imagine what a federal, like the fact that a federal government can even count what they've done. Federal, a government that supposedly governs 36 states and a federal capital, even though it's illegitimately. Imagine they can even count it up to 40. I just tried imagining when they were making that list. Those kind of lists. Some people that will say, so what are we going to write now? Somebody will say, you remember we do this thing. Right? That's true. Let's write it. That's how they did that list too. And they could really count 40 things that are not really things. So my problem, first of all, is that the fact that they could try to count it and they add the number to it, and they were not even things that you can say, this is not even worthy of local government chairman. Like these are not, if local government chairman is saying they won't do this kind of things, you be like not talk about a federal government. So just go with the mindset that it's 2 years. It's 2 years. And there's absolutely no significant thing, no sensibly significant thing that you can say the APC has done and has impact. Because if you also go through that document, you see something like, the law we signed doing this, putting it to look as if it's system, but has literally no impact. Think about it. 2 years. A child that was born 2 years ago, for some of you that probably gave birth 2 years ago, you know what your baby look like now, right? Probably already thinking about going to school soon, starting school soon. But nothing has been done. Then in addition to that, just remind yourself that this is the best it can ever be. This is the best. It cannot be more than this. So if you know that, then you have to tell yourself, is this what we want to deal with in the next 2 years? Okay, maybe we don't have a choice. We have to deal with it in the next 2 years, fine. But do you want to deal with this in the next 6 years and beyond? That question is really left for every Nigerian on this space and not on this space to answer. On that note, I'll say again, thanks to everybody, and I'll just invite Saddam to round up this space.
My brother, thank you very much. Me, I still say the space now. Me, I did TikTok. I did do double job. I did do double job. Well, guys, thank you so much, all of you that came out today. God bless you all that came out, all of you that contributed one way or the other. Either you spoke or you tweeted the hashtag. All of you that have done your bit to keep the conversation going, to keep the spirit alive, to keep saying that a new Nigeria is possible. Thank you, all of you that have been supporting this platform for so long. There's so many things that I would have let out of my mind today, but I just say make I leave on. Think I let sleeping dog lie. Yeah. But many people have reached out to me in the DM and asking me about POs coming. Parafact. Hopefully, he's gonna be there. When he communicates a date, you guys will get it and it will be out there. All I'm gonna say is that please keep putting in the work, keep speaking, keep talking, keep educating Nigerians, keep using any platform you have to keep the conversation going. It's very, very important we keep doing these things. And as I say, for me, I honestly speaking, the feedback I'm getting from TikTok is insane. Someone is just typing to me right now that he has been on TikTok for so long and he has never seen a gathering where Nigerians are talking good things or talking about the obedient movement. It's only bigotry that are in that platform. So for me, I'm moving an army over to that place. So you can always join us. Look at if you look up in the Jumbotron, you can see my TikTok handle. I'm organizing lives at just 2 hours every day. We'll be live tomorrow, 2 hours, 10 o'clock with children of the roasted corn. Please, if your body no full, no come. If your body no full, don't come, because here you will see these people are these people are something else. They are something. Than focusing on them while they pillage the resources of this country. That's where we are today as a people. And it's